It's time for Neighbors Neighboring with Amber and Jen.
Hey, neighbors.
Hi, neighbors.
Welcome back.
Oh, my God. Here we are.
Yeah. I first of all, I'm going to apologize because today, this is what we're dealing with. For those who already thought my voice was nasally and annoying, here we are. Here we are. So you're welcome. Holiday party season commence. Screaming over loud bar-based communities.
Well, it's going to get even worse tomorrow.
Yeah. But today's not about me, which is great.
It is not.
I'm definitely a B player.
Because today, we have a very special guest.
We do.
We have the multi-talented, multifaceted, my personal next door neighbor.
Woo, woo. Right next door.
Right next door. Miss Betsy Lawrence. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you,
Betsy.
Amber.
Will there be singing?
Mm-hmm.
There will be singing today.
Will there be laughter?
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to know Betsy a little bit better
Oh,
before we dive into it. All right. So
Okay.
I am pulling this up from Betsy's website, Betsy Lawrence Music, because this woman is a musical genius.
The accolades.
No.
The accolades are flowing. Let's hear them.
The accolades.
Let's hear them.
So Betsy Lawrence is a celebrated singer-songwriter, vocal artist, performer, and master voice teacher. That's right. Not minor.
No degrees.
We're not talking about undergrad. We're talking about grad degree fucking master.
None of that can't get a job because you don't have 3 years experience shit. That's not where we are with this.
As a performer, Betsy has captivated audiences worldwide in opera, musical theater, jazz, rock, and country. Her operatic roles include La Traviata with New York City Opera, Werther with Pittsburgh Opera, and premieres with the American Opera Project in New York City. I mean, come on, get the hell out of
Those
here.
are not small potatoes.
No, Betsy holds a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Voice Performance and Musical Theater from Carnegie Mellon University. And if you don't know what Carnegie Mellon University
Just
is,
stop listening.
you're
now.
dumb.
Yeah, just leave the pod.
No, you're not dumb. You just might not know, but it is Primero. And a Master of Music in Opera from Manhattan School of Music. And after nearly 3 decades of service, she's now a proud former faculty member of the Carnegie Mellon University School of Music, where she taught voice and directed the jazz choir. I mean, that is just like a snippet of her background. And I'm like, Jesus, man.
You know, I tired out my voice just so Betsy wouldn't have to be embarrassed. But after hearing that, I guess it wasn't so necessary. But what else? No, that's brilliant and well done, Betsy. I mean, so much to be so proud of, truly.
Thank you guys. That's very sweet. I mean, it's history, and I worked really hard.
Yeah, passion and the effort. Both.
Betsy, what would you like to say to start us out with?
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Oh, my God.
That's so nice. And Amber, you didn't have to read my website.
I didn't read the whole
my
thing.
God.
But
I know.
That's very sweet. Thank you so much.
And just so we can give a little background here. So Betsy and I have been neighbors for
8 years.
8 years.
It's 8 going on 9.
Yeah. But I had met Betsy before she was my neighbor because my prior neighbor who lived in that house,
Oh, that's
her
right.
children took voice lessons from...
And I've known Jeannie since I was 18.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I
I
feel like
sang
I'm
at her
learning so much
first
right
wedding.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, my God.
And then I sang at her second wedding.
Yeah. And so our neighbors were, right when we moved in, the kids were practicing for a band competition. And I was like, these kids were blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Such talent coming out of that. So our neighbor, we were here like a week. They invited us to
I
an
didn't
event.
know it was just a week.
Yeah, we'd only been here for, not even a full week, I don't think. Maybe 4 or 5 days.
That's when I met you?
Yeah. And then we went to the performance, and that's where I met you.
Right,
and
then
I
we
was
stood
like,
together.
yeah. And then boom, 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 things happened, and then we moved in.
Yeah. Well, Jeannie called me and said, you need to buy my house. It's when my mother was trying to move in with us. And, finding a ranch in our area is very tough. And I said, sure.
Yeah.
So we worked it out and we moved in, and it's been my favorite neighborhood I've ever lived in.
Oh,
absolutely. 100%.
Oh, thanks, Betsy.
We feel good about
Yeah,
that.
it's because of the people that live here.
Yeah.
It's truly a blessing.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I wanted to tell you, since it's not on the podcast, La Traviata and Werther.
Fuck. Hold on a second. So we just had to take a quick pause, and Betsy wanted to correct my pronunciation on something. Well, lo and behold. Who would have thought I needed?
I didn't want to put it on the podcast.
Oh my God, you have
No,
to
this
put
is
that.
classic for the podcast because almost every episode we have to talk about how audiobook narrator extraordinaire
Freaking mispronounces shit all the time. All right, so it is the proper pronunciation of the two shows that I was referencing at the beginning of the show was
It's Verdi's La Traviata.
La Traviata.
La Traviata.
La Traviata.
I mean, isn't that what you said? No.
And Werther.
Werther.
This is like the fish that Jason and
Werther is how it's said in English, but it's
Strom.
Werther.
This is why we have Betsy here to correct things that
I wasn't going to correct you, but
Why
we were
you
off
have to?
script.
No, everything is on script when we're in
Lord.
the pod.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Be prepared. Oh, guys, we have things.
If you had video, my face went.
I thought that face was like, oh, I can't believe you're saying all these things. Not like, oh, Amber, how come you don't
No,
know
it's
how
my
to say that
teacher
shit?
face.
Oh.
It's like when my kids mispronounce the Italian.
or hold up the stop yelling sign.
So, by the way, let's talk about your teacher face.
Oh, boy.
Because you have been instructing voice for
Almost 30 years.
almost 30 years.
Yeah.
How did you get into like that component of your career?
Well, I was singing with. Well, let me think about this. I was still living in New York, and I was dating a guy from Pittsburgh, Amber.
Oh, Lord.
Don't we all? Don't
we all? And my contracts were coming up. I had New York City coming up, and I had actually gotten Cats on Broadway, and I found out I was pregnant.
Oh.
And obviously I can't dance Cats.
Wow,
pregnant.
No.
So they found out. They called 9 months later, and I got hired to do Cats in Germany, and that's how I ended up in Germany. But what happened was when I was in Germany, I had already taught for 4 months in Pittsburgh because when I was pregnant and still waiting for my contract for New York City Opera to start, I was singing. When I got off, I taught for 4 months, and then I moved to Germany. In that time, I kept saying, oh, I can't stand teaching. I can't wait to go to Germany. Then I moved to Germany, and suddenly performing wasn't enough. It was the strangest thing. I came home and I said, I think I want to teach.
Wow.
But I always knew that I wanted to teach, even in undergrad. I knew that if I got a grad degree, I wanted a grad degree so that I could teach at the university level. And so when I came back to Pittsburgh, I called a good friend of mine that was teaching there. Her husband at the time was the assistant head, and they knew my resume and said, of course you can come and teach. So that's how I got my job.
Wow.
Yeah, but I remember my first 5 years of teaching. It was definitely imposter syndrome and those poor students.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're first teaching, you're figuring things out too. Like I was really rough on them. Really rough on them.
Oh, like how so? What do you mean?
Well, like my training was you can't even get through the first phrase.
Oh, and someone will stop you and correct
Oh my God,
you
yeah.
and make you go back.
Yeah, at that level. Yeah, you'll work on the same song for 6 months.
Wow.
And even if I had the talent, right there is why I cannot be in any field. I'd be like, I gotta go. I need to change like 10 times in this.
So
period.
I found myself teaching young kids and going, stop.
And they're walking out crying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
But I was popular because I was also nice. And so you get better at what you do. And I'm definitely a master level voice teacher.
Yeah.
Like Jennifer having trouble this morning is fingers on a chalkboard for me the whole time, even though it's a beautiful voice. I first thing I want to do is help you.
It's just in your
It
nature.
is. It's
Betsy was displeased by my choice of coffee and oat milk prior to the audio recording, but I'm like, the listeners love that I sound like a fourth grader. It's like part of the vibe.
Sound like a
It's
fourth
cool.
grader. But the first thing I said to Jennifer, "You're drinking coffee? That's horrible for
She
your
brought me
voice."
throat coat.
I did
tea
bring you
from
throat
her
coat.
house.
By the way, I highly recommend throat coat tea. We need to
Highly
put-
recommend.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
I'm
put
drinking it right
put
now.
a link in the
in the
newsletter for this month.
The newsletter links.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of teaching, what do you like? Do you have like maybe one of your proudest teacher moments? Because I'm sure you have tons of proud teacher moments, but like, what is something that just gets you so jazzed up about teaching? Jazzed up.
But I'm ching.
When one of my kids does something great.
Yeah.
Like I have some famous students.
Oh,
I do.
are you
Are
able
you at
to
liberty to
name
say?
drop?
I can name drop a few. Well, I can name drop at least one, Tim Federle. That he
Okay.
went right from my studio. This is 20, I mean, he's in his 40s now. 20 years ago, he was from Upper St. Clair. And
wow.
he is the guy that wrote the High School Musical reboot on Disney.
Oh,
how
no way.
That's Tim. He's from
Holy
Pittsburgh.
crap, that is
And he
so-
hired a good friend of mine, Joey Serafini, that was in shows with me from CLO. And so Joey got, a boost, and he knew that he was from Pittsburgh, but Joey's also incredibly talented.
Yeah.
Woof. They both are. They both are.
You've also worked with and been educated with a lot of very famous people.
Very, yeah. True.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I think, again, people don't understand Carnegie Mellon is one of the top desired schools for performing arts.
Yeah.
In the entire country.
In the country. Yeah, that's true. It kind of I don't know if it's number one every year, because who knows what's number one every
Right.
year, but you've got University of Michigan and Carnegie Mellon neck to neck
Oh, wow.
as to the best schools for
And by the way,
performing arts.
it is Carnegie Mellon, okay?
and not
everybody?
Carnegie.
It's not Carnegie
It's
Mellon.
Carnegie.
It's Carnegie.
He pronounced it that way.
Yeah. So all you people in
Sorry.
these other states, including New York,
Yeah, no.
it's Carnegie.
Uh-huh.
So get over it.
It's not Carnegie Hall, it's Carnegie Hall.
It's Carnegie Hall.
That's right.
So just
Wake up.
Whoa, Jenna wants to protest
I
this.
mean, I don't know that I'm going to protest per se, but I was definitely a Carnegie
before you moved to
before
Pittsburgh.
I moved to Pittsburgh.
Of course.
Yeah, because I'm from the D.C. area originally.
This is a global podcast. So now what we're
It is
doing is
global.
we're educating.
Hey, what's up, Singapore?
Yeah. We are educating the masses.
Actually, I do have a student in Singapore that I teach. So
I mean,
I'll
now we have
tell
two
them
listeners.
to
Now we have
listen.
They might be. So but you've your career has gone through from stage, and you still do stage, but from stage as a primary and teaching as a primary and, and being at Carnegie Mellon for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But through that time, also writing music and producing music.
The whole time, yeah.
But now that is your bread and butter, along with private voice lessons, which
Right.
we will happily link in the bio too if you're
Thank
interested
you.
in getting
Absolutely.
lessons. Do you do virtual lessons? Like, would
Yes,
you-
that's.
okay.
I was
that's
just
awesome.
telling you that I do one
Oh,
from
Singapore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think I sort of assumed like you had a past student that was now in Singapore.
Yeah.
But no, you have a current student in
Right,
Singapore, virtual training. Wow.
So you've transformed your career from, this in front of audience all the time, in front of students all the time, to one-on-ones, and now you are producing music like a champ.
Gee, I wonder who helped me get there.
I take no credit.
Shall we? No, you need to take credit. So, can I tell the story?
Absolutely.
Okay, so was it 2004? 2003,
Yeah.
I'm at Amber's house for New
New
Year's.
Year's. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there, and Amber looks over at me, and I guess I'm just contemplating that I didn't do anything that year. 6 months before that, around June, I had bought probably $7,000 worth of recording equipment. I bought a course, and I was moving into singing my own material. It's just, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. It took me a long time to figure it out, but I knew that that's what I wanted to do. And I'm sitting there, and Amber looks at me and says, "What's going on with you? What's wrong?" And I told you, I said,
Yeah.
I bought all this equipment. I trying to get myself to do it, and I'm just not. And you said, "Do you want some help?" And I immediately said, "Yes." And at the time, we set up every Tuesday morning at 9:30 for a whole year. You met with me.
Yep.
And then for the following year, I sent you updates.
Yep.
And in those first few months, she kicked my butt. And the first week I set up my studio, which was, I still have a full-time gig teaching.
Yeah.
So it's burning the midnight oil the whole time. But I have that in me. I just needed someone to say, move.
Sometimes when something feels really big, it's easier to be paralyzed and inactive, and then you just need someone to nurture you through it and help you and encourage you.
100% true, Jen.
Yeah.
100%.
As Amber will say about herself, she can't not get involved. So I'm not.
Yeah.
She is like that, but she helps so many people.
It's a blessing. It truly
Yeah,
is.
I know. It's going to get me in trouble one day. But
Well, even
This is a very positive example of your involvement.
Yeah. Oh, it changed my life to have someone that I cared about and cared about I guess you call it the accountability.
Yeah.
I cared. I made it important. so that I could move forward. So in that year, I learned how to record. I started moving into the life that I have now, which is that I write almost every single day. I record. I have to do vocals this weekend. And, and then learning how to get my songs into movies and television. And I've done that. And I've started moving into that career and also doing an entire jazz album right now. So,
oh my God.
So, yeah. And I've met new people in the process. That I work with a producer right now, Chip Homer, and he is amazing. And he is connected in the sync licensing world.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's been... I really I'm a proponent of just move and the road will start to form in front of you. But I was at that party. How do I start?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
What happens here?
Oh, we all need good coaches, right? Like I just started working with a brand new coach.
Did you?
I did. And she is phenomenal. And I can't wait because I need help getting myself organized, right? Like I'm good at helping other people get their shit together. And I, for the most part, can get my shit together. But there are some things that like just hold us back. And like trying to process that intrinsically is difficult. And not for everybody, but for me, it's difficult. I think, obviously, based on your example, it's difficult too. And it's not like we don't have the ability to do it or the desire to do it, but sometimes it just feels so overwhelming.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, where do I even start?
Where do I even start? And yeah, I know that I have a really purposeful process and a mantra that I say 9 to 5 pays the bills, 5 to 11 builds the dream.
Oh my God. Can we put that on some merch?
That's some merch right there.
Wait, so I love that you're... Keep going because I don't want to interrupt your thought any more than I just have. But I do have a question for you based on that.
Because that's how I built Pittsburgh Music Masters and some other businesses. Like, I burn the midnight oil. I definitely know how to do that. I know how to go into that gear. But this was not that because I had to learn a whole new skill set, which I know my next door neighbor, Amber, did to get into reading books for a living and doing the voiceovers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I watched you do it and I said, okay, I can do this. Where do I start?
Yeah.
That's what
Some things are just more intimidating than others too. I feel like that's why Amber and I are good co-hosts and partners in the podcast because I feel like there are things that you got to stick around, Amber, because I don't know how to use this machine over here. All this audio stuff is like a foreign language.
Use it.
It's a foreign language to me. But then there are things where I'm like, oh, I can do that. I got that covered.
Yeah. And now you know how to set up your own microphone.
I do. I
don't have to do any of that work for you
I'm making
anymore.
small steps.
I
forward.
love that.
Jennifer, that's impressive because it is. It's intimidating. Look at all these wires. I mean, it looks to me like she should be creating beats over there, not a podcast.
I can't. I'm not going to push the buttons.
That's why it's close to Amber, because if it was by me and I'd be pushing the buttons. Pushing them all day.
So let's get to this 5 to 11 your dream. So now that your main focus in your career is songwriting, how do you even start to think about a song? Like, how do you even start to think about that creative component? And I'm sure it's unique for each person, but I would love to know what your process is or like how you start. Yeah, go.
Shall we talk about Katie's hot dogs?
Yes.
Because that's my life.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Yes.
Okay, so we're sitting at the fire. How many years ago was this?
Just for the listeners too, to understand. So literally, Betsy and I live right next door to each other, and there is no fence in between our homes. It's an open walkway either way. And Brian and I have a nice outdoor fire pit in our backyard, and Betsy and David and her kids often come. By the way, her kids just as fucking talented as
oh my God,
adult children. As like I want to get into it, but we'll do that later. But they would come over, and Betsy would always bring her guitar with her when she came to the fire, and we would sing songs. And she would do not really a lot of original music then. We would do a lot of mainstream and kind of all just, sing around the fire, which is really, really great, which I think created a closer bond for us,
absolutely,
too, by doing that. And then when COVID hit, it went like extreme.
We're pod. Yeah, it's our pod. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we're sitting in fire. I'll let you continue the story.
So Amber has some good friends that come over once in a while, and one of them, her name was
Katie.
Mm-hmm. And Katie was talking about how she loves sheets,
yes,
hot dogs,
yes,
and how she travels. Where was she living? North Carolina?
Oh, God, I can't remember where.
Let's say North Carolina.
We'll call that.
And she would look for Sheetz along the way so she could get her Sheetz hot dogs. And I just immediately started out, Katie likes Sheetz, or Katie likes her hot dogs.
Yeah.
And I started singing a song, and Amber looks at me and goes, "What the fuck?" And I go, "What?" And she goes, keep going. So we wrote a song about Katie's hot dogs, and she kept that recording. I don't know where it is.
Oh my!
so
I have to
funny.
see if I can find it. I'm sure I still have it
Kept
somewhere.
it for years, and it's like that. Like almost every day, I could write songs. I could write songs about the podcast. It doesn't make it a good song. Let's make that very clear. But it's
Katie
always
likes hot
been
dogs.
that.
Probably not marketable.
I don't know. I feel like Katie likes hot dogs. I'm already super like jazzed about it. I'm like,
it's a
Katie
pretty.
likes their hot dogs.
I wish. I'll see if we take up. We'll try to maybe take a pause because we'll have to set a couple things up for the pod. And while we're pausing, I might see if I can find it. 'Cause
Okay.
that's pretty.
Oh my
funny.
God, that you could put it on because you recorded it. So the process. So sometimes it's just I'm listening to a song, and this has been my whole life.
Yeah.
And I didn't, until 2 years ago, I didn't give myself permission to write on what I heard. Does that make sense? That
You thought that ownership belonged to whoever that songwriter was,
Right.
even though you're not trying to copy the song.
and 100%, I
but
can't even do it.
It's just an inspiration
Right.
from that song.
I mean, if you know the Pharrell Williams story, that he actually did copy an old song.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but I now use. I mean, my whole life I've been inspired by hearing songs, and I would write them and think, but maybe I'm not allowed to do that. And then people would go, "What are you talking about? It doesn't hear it. I do not write like that song." So it's digging into something that I don't really know where it's coming from. But we could go into that story.
Yeah.
I have a story about that, but
Oh, well, tell it. Let's do it.
it's a little crazy.
Oh, please, let's go there.
The crazier
why-
the better.
Well, when I was a lot younger and teaching, I saw a vision when I was teaching. I was so tired back then. I had 2 young kids on my own, and I was teaching. And in the lesson, I was talking about the Beatles, and I saw how the Beatles have a desk in this vision that I saw. And have you ever seen that movie with Matthew McConaughey?
I'm sure I have.
Yes, the one
Amber's like, mm-hmm.
the one where becomes an astronaut and he leaves his kids at on.
I feel like
What's
I
that
have seen
called?
I don't know.
Don't
I
know,
forget.
but I
Don't
know
know
the one.
titles.
I can
So-
see him like standing in his driveway maybe at the beginning. I don't know.
Yes, exactly. And in that movie, I went, "Oh my God, that's what I saw." So I'm like, maybe someone else has seen this room. In the room, it was just a bunch of clear desks, and it's round, and it goes forever, and there's just a bunch of desks. And those desks are ideas. Those are being sent from somewhere. I don't know where. Being sent. And each desk, you guys are looking at me with wide eyes. Here we go.
I'm just waiting.
Okay.
So this is
mean-
just to recap, this is a vision you have.
the vision you have.
This is something I was thinking about in a lesson, and I said, "Well, the Beatles' desk was busy with a bunch of them," and they said, "What?" And I go, "Well, it's a whole golden stream. It was like it was like a waterfall for the Beatles." And my student looked at me and said, "What?" And I said, "Whoa."
You're like stepping out of your vision.
I was stepping out of the vision. I looked at her and I said, I was talking about the fact that we were talking about where ideas come from, and that there's a lot of empty desks because a lot of people don't use their ideas. And so the whoever is manning those desks goes to the desk where the ideas are flowing. So I said the Beatles is crowded out of nowhere.
So I just want to make sure that I have the concept of this vision. So you're teaching a class,
Yeah.
or teaching a student. You're having an out-of-body moment
It really was, yeah.
where you have this vision of these like waterfall of desks,
It's like a circle,
a circle of desks,
Mhm.
and they're
infinite.
infinite. And these desks are ideas. They're inspirations.
They are ideas. Each one is assigned. Okay, so this is a vision. I know you guys are going to think I'm so great.
God, I love this is amazing.
Each desk has an assigned, okay, we'll call them an angel, okay? Each
Okay.
desk has an angel at it, and when you're not listening to your ideas, the angel leaves.
And takes that desk someplace else?
No, the desk is still there.
Okay.
But the angel's like, you're not listening.
Can you
Does
access
that,
it
I don't
if
know
the
why I
angel's
saw
not
this,
there?
by the way. I just did.
What? Say that
I
again?
can't believe it. David said, don't tell them you're too crazy.
What? What are you talking about? We're going to talk about the Mandela effect.
Oh my God.
One of my favorite
all
parts of
crazy in our
Betsy
own
is
way.
that she's really fun to talk about conspiracy stuff with too. But anyway, let's just keep going with this
All right,
visions
so
of death.
so I've always known that I have a desk. Since that, I would think I was in my early 30s when I saw that. And Jennifer her eyes went up in the sky and went, what? So I want that to flow. And so as I've opened more my acceptance, because you ask me, where does it come from? And I don't know that that's what it is, but the more that I do it, the more it comes.
So you've opened yourself up to ideas.
Yeah.
You've opened yourself up to these desks that the angels are manning. Instead of refusing the angels,
They're coming in.
they're coming in.
Do you have
bringing
multiple
friends.
desks or just one desk?
One desk. Everybody
How
gets
many
one
angels
desk.
do you have?
Yeah, everybody has one.
1 and 1.
So, but
We have
if
to
your
unlock my desk.
angel-
I have no idea what's in that thing. You guys are like, oh, we have these big ideas that we can't then execute about. I'm like, I don't even fucking know where to start. I've got this grand corporate job and I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, but
next.
you went to school for the arts.
I did.
What did
Who
you
was
go
I
to school
talking-
for?
I'm a studio art history major, so I sculpt, paint, all those things. But,
That's amazing.
yeah.
So it's art history. And do you sculpt and paint?
Not so much anymore. Most of my creativity
Can she?
is,
Yes.
is
Do you think her desk is empty?
I think her desk is empty. I think she keeps refusing the angels.
God damn it. So back to Betsy, because this episode's about her.
No, not necessarily.
Now this is going to turn into angelic desk-based philosophical coaching for me is where we're headed.
I mean, angels in the sky sounds really great.
and now there's going to be a song about this.
Probably.
We've opened ourselves up to it.
Most definitely. But yeah, so I mean, that's something that just came to me during a lesson. I don't know how many years ago. But it all of a sudden, because we were talking where ideas and just like you did.
Yeah.
And I said, well, the Beatles desk is really full. And she said, what? And I go, yeah. And it was strange. It was strange. But I was so tired back then.
Yeah.
I was, working as much as I do now, but I had 2 young kids. And they would literally come to work with me sometimes. And so I think that was delusional and yet I can still see it as something that inspires me.
So do you think that
inspirational.
maybe part, like if we were going to give advice to like young songwriters out there or young creatives out there, is it don't refuse the inspiration?
Yeah, definitely.
So if you open yourself up to these ideas and these concepts, whether it's songwriting or acting or whatever it may be, because I mean, we're talking about song and music and stuff, but Betsy's also an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we open ourselves up to those things, then you're more apt to take action on them.
I think that being young and having the support helps.
Yeah.
But 85% of us have the ability to express ourselves artistically. That it's built in. It's part of the DNA of being a human. But so many times, because life starts to take over, and it's the human condition to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
So we go out there and, as a 5-year-old, everybody's expressive. Everyone.
This is very true. I used to teach something about this when I was doing Lean Six Sigma. Like when we were young, we would say, why? We were so curious. And at some point in time, we got scared or we were reprimanded too much for asking the why question. And some of the creativity and the open expressiveness went away.
Oh, absolutely.
And I used to teach this in problem solving was to keep asking the question why.
Wow, I love that.
And it really, really does help you get down to a better understanding.
Yeah. So, that 85% is, if you look at it at a 5-year-old, you go, wow, that's really true. That's got to be really true. But but life can be hard no matter who you are. And, your talents begin to express themselves more as you get a little bit older. And, let's say you're in chorus class and you're 8 years old and you realize, oh, I'm not in tune. So then you get scared.
Yeah.
Instead of, Jennifer.
Jen's raising her hand.
The one that won. So I feel like Betsy knows this as well. I was the 8th grade choral award winner in my school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But then I had people criticized Mean Girls criticized my voice when I got a little bit older than that. And I totally stopped singing and never sang again. Amber knows that I'm weird about it. Yeah.
That's terrible.
But it's true that thankfully I've matured and I have other skills that I do enjoy and I don't care what people think about it. But yeah, I just stopped. And I feel like I am curious on your thought. Like, do you think that most people could sing reasonably if they wanted to?
I want to know the answer to this question too.
We all know we've watched American Idol, and you're like, oh God, oh sweetheart, it's not your gift, right? And I'm like, but maybe with training, I don't know.
Okay, so if you'd have asked me that last year, I would have said there's a small percentage that can't. But I'm married to David, and
hey, David.
And David came into this family 15 years ago, almost 16 years ago now, where, I mean, me and my kids were singing harmony by the time they were 2 and 4. That was one of the games I'd play in the car to keep them, in there. I'd say, harmony game, and I go, and then you'd hear Danny go, and Georgia would go, and I say, someone get the 7. Someone would do it. And so it's true, actually. You know that.
I do know this. I've heard the story before. So,
and poor David, who was a little bit like stonier, like he'd start singing and he'd be like, he's no longer that. He's been sitting behind my teaching wall since COVID, 5 years, almost 6 years, listening. And when we were at Tracy's doing karaoke 2 times ago, he got up and sang, I got you, babe. And he sang in tune. And I just kept looking at him like, whoa.
Where did this come from?
Where did this come from?
Yeah.
So with that said, I think anybody can.
So with the right nurturing, with the right...
I don't know what happened because I don't think he believes me.
Well, and maybe he didn't believe himself.
Yeah.
It's twice now he's done it.
It's so interesting to have this conversation with you because I feel like what I'm hearing you say is that you have to open yourself up.
That's a very good point.
You have to believe in yourself. And sometimes we need other people to help us believe in ourselves. And you can accomplish so much in the creative space.
I think that is a true mantra.
Yeah.
I think that is true of any human being, that if just one person believes in you, if that's the right chemistry for you, you can do extraordinary things.
Oh my God, I got chills.
This feels like a time for a song that we all love.
Oh, yeah, butterfly in the sky.
What is that from?
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Oh, I don't remember it.
My gosh, Betsy, no.
I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. I know.
I'm speechless right now.
I know, it's
which
terrible.
isn't good for a podcast. So we'll talk about this later.
Reading Rainbow is a treasure to all, and we'll introduce you to it.
Okay. No, I do remember the name of it, but I don't know that I caught any episodes. I do know that it was on Channel 13.
I don't know. I lived in Portland. So for us, it was Channel 7. Yeah.
Oh, Channel 7.
That was us, but I don't know.
That's nice.
Back to this songwriting thing. So what would you tell people then? What's your one piece of advice for people to get started?
First of all, not everybody is going to be songwriter, you know?
Yeah.
But if you want to be a songwriter, honestly, I think that you need to play an instrument. And it doesn't matter when you start. People don't know this. I mean, I play piano professionally, but I didn't start playing for real until I was 37. And
really?
Yes. And the truth is, it's because I couldn't find it. I had a pianist in my lessons up to that point, and he moved to Harrisburg, PA to go become a lawyer, which he did do.
Oh.
And
of course, pianist to lawyer.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that end up being lawyers that were musicians. And why, I don't know. But what I would say is that learn a chordal instrument, piano or guitar, because then it aids you in your songwriting. I meet so many people that don't play an instrument but want to songwrite, so it really stops them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. But maybe the world is changing because you have like AI music, it can help you, or you have beats on. Like, I don't know where I'd be in life had I had YouTube as a child.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these kids have lessons.
They have access to so much information.
At the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
I love it when people ask basic questions at work where I'm like, you know who has an answer for you is even just Google.
That is so true.
You can do this on your own.
That is so true.
So I will share that Betsy and I wrote a song together.
We did.
And I think we might be performing it pretty soon here because there's a guitar here.
Ooh,
but also,
I
I have to also just hype up Betsy a little bit too. Betsy is so musically talented. She can take literally any song and play it on the guitar and the piano.
That's amazing.
And in a matter of seconds. Like, so there are savants, you know, you're...
That's impressive. I don't know. We could disagree and go with savant level.
And then there's like very highly talented people, and then there are talented people, and then there are, you know, novices like maybe us. But like it's pretty fascinating to watch you just be able to transform. Like we'll be at the fire and like, oh yeah, pull that. What song is that? Okay, all right, here you go. All right, yeah, I got it. It's really, really fascinating.
There's a lot of education that's flowing through your brain to get to that point too, I feel like. So.
Well, that's actually something I had going into this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could do it as a kid. It was just, I can hear it. I can hear the patterns. Music is patterns.
Is that how Danny and Georgia are as well? Because both Betsy's kids are massively musically talented.
Vocally, yes.
Yeah.
The sad thing
Instruments
is
not,
that they don't play instruments yet, but Danny's starting guitar again, and so is Georgia.
Awesome.
We're getting her a guitar for Christmas.
That's so. Does she know this?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I was going to.
She will know now.
I was going to say, otherwise, I will have to cut that out of the podcast.
Yes, she knows because that's what she asked for.
Oh,
so,
that's great.
I remember when you ladies were doing the uke. I was like, I can't get my hand like.
Oh, Jennifer, I can teach you a uke in 5 minutes.
You know, I don't like
Betsy
to press my fingers hard on the strings.
It's not that hard. It's like you don't have to press them that hard, but you just can't have nails.
Are you going to tell the story of why we have ukuleles?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. And then I want to hear your song too. So let's hear about the ukes.
So I wanted to play an instrument, and I played the piano for a long time as a kid, but it was all classics, right? So I still love playing classical music on occasion. I can't say that I'm that great at it. If I practice some more, I'm sure I would be much better, but that's another day. So yeah,
childhood dreams revealed.
I decided that I wanted to start playing the ukulele, and I said, "Hey Betsy, do you know how to play the uke?" "No, but I could learn pretty fast." "Okay, do you want one?" "Yeah." "Okay, I bought you one."
Right there, we were at a party.
Yeah, and I bought Betsy a uke, and I bought myself a uke.
She really did, people.
During our Tuesday sessions together, we would do coaching sessions, and then Betsy would coach me on how to play the uke.
I love that.
Which brings us to
how we wrote this song.
Yeah, so again, I love that. I love when I hear Betsy say certain things. I will also get inspired and say,
"Oh, okay,
wow, that sounds like a great song." So we were sitting
at your dining room table.
At my dining room table, and
I saw the lightning through the window.
That is literally what she said. I go, "Oh my God, that is a great lyric for a song."
And I go, "You're right." I took it as a warning sign. And then
I was like, what the hell?
And then we wrote that down, and it started the song. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But it also was inspired by a story from your life.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, I had a relationship with a friend, a really, really good friend who I thought was a really good friend, long-term friend, who had asked me for some financial assistance, and she and her daughter were in a really, really bad place. And of course, I had access to funds to help. And so I did. And this person paid me back some here and there, and then didn't. And Betsy was here during this period of time, hearing a lot of what was going on with that whole situation, because we were seeing each other.
Because I do know her.
Yes, and Betsy knows her. So there was a lot of conversation, that was a very frustrating part of my life that Betsy got to hear. And it was the inspiration of the song. So, and we'll play it for you before maybe we tell you the rest of it, because I think it'll be pretty obvious. But that person and I are no longer friends, and I don't have my money back, and nor will I ever have my money back.
Yeah.
And it was not a small amount. Don't lend money to your friends.
The moral of the story.
Even if you have a contract, they can get out of it. Trust me.
Do you know something that David had, when we first started our relationship, I told him that when I lend money, I don't ask for it back. But it wasn't the amount that you did.
And I think that's what you have to go into when you're if you are lending money to your friends, you have to go in knowing that
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility you'll never get it back.
Yeah. Because usually if they're at a point where they need to take money from a friend, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
We
the
won't-
song is great. Maybe we'll make a bunch of money back on the
There we
song,
go.
and then
You
I
never
won't
know.
even give a crap about it.
Are the angels at the desk?
The angels at the desk. Please, please, please. But,
It's me,
so let's
Margaret.
get your guitar ready.
do it.
And we'll get her tuned up, and we'll play a little jingle jangle.
Sounds great.
Yeah. When we were going through and doing some sound checks and everything, I'm sitting in my chair with my leg under my knee. And Betsy says, no.
In lessons, I'll say to my students, stop sitting like a shrew.
A shrew.
You know? You were literally, you're hunched over, your legs are up close to your
I did.
chest.
No, it was even worse than this.
Okay, I'm like, I see
You're
some legs
lounging and
tucked
you're
up.
trying to sing.
Yeah.
And I
You
said,
have to
"Not,
sit
you
up
can't do that."
tall.
Because that's the teacher in me. That's the master part of me that I,
Yeah.
no, you know, I had a student at CMU once have lunch with me, and that kid is now, holy cow, millionaire. And he said to me, you are a master of it because you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
And I said, you're right. I can turn anything into a lesson for voice. Anything. It's crazy. Bike riding, you know.
The
Walking.
similarities between bike riding
I
and
use
vocal
bike
lessons.
riding as an analogy. I mean, it's just crazy. I can turn, and so it's constant, you know? I don't know that other careers are like that, but I do know that that's maybe because it's a physical thing.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
All right.
Let's see what happens. And doesn't this guitar sound so good in here?
Let's do this again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw the lightning through the window. I took it as a warning sign. I saw your email come in Thursday. I wasn't a bit surprised. Woo! I kinda knew that when I didn't hear from you, because you're 3 months behind. Yeah. It's all excuses pouring from your mouth. I knew it was another lie. Trying to listen when you called, trying to open my resolve. We talked it out again and again and again. You said you'd be different this time. Your bankruptcy absolved your crime, but you never tried. Look what you left behind. You're not the paying kind. La 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 la. Not the paying kind. La 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 la. My mother tried to warn me. She said, I think your friend's a real deadbeat. I should have listened to my mother, because she was right. You're a dishonest, deceitful cheat. I tried to listen when you called, tried to open my resolve. We talked it out again and again and again. You said you'd be different this time. Your bankruptcy absolved your crime, but you never tried. Look what you left behind. You're not the paying kind. La 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 la. Not the paying kind. La 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 la. Not the paying kind.
Bravo, ladies! Bravo.
That was good. A little flub up at the beginning, but
No,
hey,
no,
it
no.
works.
I
I
mean,
think
it
it
works.
was wonderful.
Amber and I sound awesome
love it.
together.
You do.
do.
Oh,
I
I
do
love a
love-
duo. I love a duo. A duet, if you will. So
A duetto.
delightful.
Yeah.
We can put them together. Duetto.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the magic of your fingers on the guitar, too. Just like,
Wow. Well, you know,
I love strings in general.
isn't it beautiful?
I love it.
give
I
us
love the
another little
strings.
strum.
Oh,
Give us a little teaser. We got a moment for another original. By the way, the name of that song is Not the Paying Kind. If you guys did not, we call it NPK in this house. But yes, NPK, Not the Paying Kind.
on the water, see my face in the glass, and I've been chasing a feeling. I think I want this to last. Can you find me in this? I'll stop pretending I know, 'cause I'm getting wiser. I got lots of room to grow. Know your ghosts carry stories. I know that you've got a past, and I keep trying to love you without losing who I am. Can I learn to trust again? Yes, please. Can I stop needing proof to breathe? Yes, please. Can I believe that I deserve some? I'm doing this wrong.
Okay, but I just and that's okay. First of all, this is making the pod, so we're not cutting it out. but I think that sounded beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wrong though. I was completely singing it wrong, but that's okay.
Well, nobody knows that but you.
What was wrong about it?
I know. I'm not going to worry about it.
No, it sounded so good.
Thank you.
Is that a new one? I haven't heard that
I haven't
one.
recorded that one.
And
yet.
God, by the way, guys, I don't think we mentioned this earlier. When we talk about having concerts in the neighborhood, it's Betsy's concerts, obviously. So the concerts
Yeah, this wasn't on the concert. I just wrote this about 3 weeks ago, so I love this song.
I love it, too.
But it's that was wrong.
That's okay. That's all right. I could probably sit here and talk about this forever.
I know.
And this podcast would be 2.5 hours long.
Yeah,
but we
can talk forever.
Yeah, we don't have time for that. So I think we have to bring you back to further talk more music stuff, but also to get really into
the Mandela effect.
Yeah. By the way, so again, one of my favorite things about Betsy is she comes up with this stuff and I'm like, okay.
It's the creativity of her mind.
It is the creativity
I guess
of her mind.
that is, yeah.
But can you tell us one Mandela effect component that you would like everybody to think about? Is there one that just
until the next episode?
Well, first of all, the whole idea that Mandela died in 2007 or 2008.
That's the first one, yes.
Yeah, because I thought I saw his funeral in the late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember, but I thought I saw it.
No.
I'm not the only one.
No, I know. You're not. You're not.
And when I was shocked to find out, like when he died, I was like, what? So I'm Googling it because by then you could Google. And I'm like, oh my God, what? And that's what made me start to think what's going on. It was that.
Yeah.
Because I was living in New York when he died. I remember. Mm-hmm. I watched his funeral, but must have been someone else's.
Must have been someone else's.
Yeah, but how is it so many people will see that?
I don't know.
That's
maybe
the thing.
It's the angels in the desks.
It's all coming together for me now.
Hey, at least I'm a creative for a living, so I'm allowed to be creative.
Yes. Can I ask you this?
Mm-hmm.
Was Jif peanut butter ever called Jiffy?
I thought it was Jiffy.
Oh, no, not me. Not me. Never
that's the
heard
Mandela. That's one of the Mandela effect ones.
Oh, I don't know.
Where people think that it was called Jiffy.
It's Jiffy. Butter. But now I guess it is Jif. I'm just realizing it.
It's Jif.
It's Jiffy peanut butter.
No, it's Jif.
It's Jif peanut butter.
Weird.
Always has been.
Betsy I lived in another universe.
I feel, but I probably because you were probably bouncing between.
The desks was really a between the before and after time for Betsy.
It's an in between. It's the metaverse.
It's like Stranger Things, but different.
Right.
You guys, I saw the room. I'm not even kidding. And so that movie,
that's probably the portal to the other.
I don't know. I saw the room. I can see it as clear as day right now. I can tell you that I can see.
I believe you.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
100% believe you. But I'm telling you right now, we're world hopping, and you probably just had you were like actually in world hopping moment, and so that like the Betsy of the other universe had taken possession of your body to teach the person, your student, and you had popped over to the other universe to like shuffle through the desks and have conversation with the angels.
And in this universe is Jiffy, but the other universe that we are now in is Jif.
Right.
It's Jif.
Thanks for joining us.
Don't you? Maybe it's Jiffy Pop. Is it Jiffy Pop?
It is Jiffy Pop.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I got confused. But Fruit Loops, come on. It was never F-R-O-T.
Yep.
Hey,
all right.
friends.
Thanks for joining us, neighbors.
Betsy.
Thanks for coming, Betsy.
Thank you for having me, girls. It's been fun.
Thanks, neighbors.
Bye.
Talk soon. Bye.